happening? It's your boy ATC. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you fucking with my content. You feel me? This time we got Zombie Hunter, Bucket List of the Dead, episode 10, Hometown of the Dead, part 1, review. Let's get started. Alright, so the episode start off with Akira. He getting dreaded up by one of the baddies from the town, the little village or whatever that made it or whatever, one of the peoples. And we basically get their little backstory. One of them was a cosmetologist, the one he get dreaded up by. That's Bae. You know what I'm talking about? The funny one. All of them fine, but she the dime. You feel me? Then we got the teacher and we got the makeup artist. And basically the makeup artist, she get to talking and telling them like how shit happened or whatever for her. And ironically, they was working on a damn movie called Song of the Dead. And this bitch was doing work on the damn zombie movie sequel with The Outbreak. And that shit basically broke out mid-movie work and people getting ate the fuck up right up in front of her. So she don't even know what to do, but she get to crying and they get to bonding and shit. And it's a Hallmark moment. And they basically like, shit, we finna live here and just stay and make the most of it. Flips over to Shizuka. We see her. She in the hut. She learned how to cook like rice on the hearth and shit. She interested in how they been making it, how they been doing it, like more groundsy, down to earth type of shit. And the woman, old woman Toma, she get to instructing her on how to do certain stuff. And then we start meeting some of the other characters of the village. Old man Hiko, the one who's supposedly the best like hunter in the village, but he lost his wife or whatever. So as soon as he sees Shizuka, he like, Akimi, come here. He get the pouncing on her ass, you feel me? The Yiddies had him mesmerized, you dig what I'm saying? Then one after another, just other people in the village, they just start coming up to her and, hey, we need this. I got a cut on my arm. She telling them like you can use some rope or something to help out and cut off the circulation or whatever. Like she trying to patch them up and tell them certain shit. But as like I said, one after another one, they just keep popping up on her like my back, my knee, I'm falling, I can't get up. Like then plus the old man on top of that talking about Akimi and keep hugging on her and shit. So it got her overwhelmed. Then we basically flip over to see what Kensho got going. Old man, basically, he talking to Kensho and he letting him know, like, all right, we got a cesspit. This is what we use it for, like, basically fertilization, a shit pool, in other words. But he letting him know, like, you know, Japan, they got rains and it basically washed away the minerals and we just reuse the minerals and shit in what we eating and it goes right back to the soil or whatever the fuck, you feel me? In other words, fertilizer, yes. Shit pool, good. Like what the fuck? Oh man, even fucked around and told this fool, you should jump in it. It'll give you good luck in life. Like what the fuck? That's some shit. That's some hell of a shit to tell somebody. Why don't you go ahead and jump in this cesspool? You'll be lucky. Like what the fuck? Then we see like this little girl. She looking sad. You know, she done lost her entire family. She ain't got nobody but Fido, like the little dog and shit. And so Kensho, you know, he the comedian, so he like, all right, shit, I go over there and try to cheer up type shit. But then Buddy get to saying some weird shit. I mean, I guess that's funny to them, but I don't know. Buddy get to saying he trying to juggle real fast naked, so you won't be able to see his crotch. Like he already come up to her juggling, but he telling her like that's one of his acts. Little girl like, what the fuck? Are you a weirdo? Are you into like little girls or something? She already on his ass because she like that's a weird ass question. But they get the back and forth talking a little bit, and then he basically like, you know, in Italy they make women smile, so I'm trying to make you smile. But we find out her name is Angie, and the dog's name is Charu. Then this fool get to asking her something about eating udon with it booty cheeks. I don't know. It's very sus activity. I don't know. I wasn't laughing around this part of the jokes. I was just like, what the fuck? Another naked booty joke? Like, what the fuck? What are we doing here? But after he asked her about the getting naked and eating udon with her booty cheeks, she basically get grossed out and she called his ass weird. And then we move along scenes to where we see B and she getting a full little tour of the damn town area. One of the townswomen, she get to explain it to her. It's a hydroelectric water wheel which powers the electric fence. And then the woman get to explain it to her, never to touch it. Basically, like it's a circuit breaker, and like it's set a certain kind of way. Don't fuck with it. Don't put your paws on it. You feel me? Flips back over to the three women with Akira and his mom, and they still chit-chatting it up. And one of the girls, she's starting to understand things. Everybody working together, doing their part to make sure the village is still thriving like it's supposed to. They get to comparing like city life to like the country life, and basically saying they can actually feel true happiness like amongst everybody out there and shit. Moving along past that, we see Akira later on. He out there in the fields, he working and stuff. Kencho walk up on him and they get to talking to each other about, you know, how their day was and stuff like that. Kencho get to telling them, you know, he killed a chicken his first day out there. You know what I'm talking about? So he traumatized. He ain't trying to eat no more KFC and shit. He don't want that. He didn't kill his first motherfucking rooster. Cluck cluck. Whole time on the flip side, Akira been doing field work, so he feeling good and shit. You know, then they spot this weird motherfucker on the last episode that wanted to cause destruction. Higurashi. They like, what's up, my boy? We see you still alive, and this motherfucker immediately get to hating. I'm talking about like just straight side eye, like he on some fuck y'all, like on some shady tree type activity. Like, bruh is not in the mood for no haze, hellos, how you doing, none of that shit. And the cold part about it to me is whole time he giving them side eye on some like fuck y'all type shit. He hitting the cigarette like deep inhale, like big chest activity, like what? But after this, we basically see him like turn cheek and say fuck y'all and walk in the opposite direction. Akira like, what the fuck? Why you do all that? And why you speak to him type shit? And then Kencho get to explain it like, you remember that one person from our general education class in the university? That one motherfucker that stopped showing up after 6 months? Yeah, him. But then the character Kencho, he ended up saying something that caught me off guard, where he didn't expect to see him here, which leads me to believe basically he feel like, well, in my eyes, I guess he felt like, shit, I don't necessarily think that he would make it. He's not qualified for the job. He's going to die before shit happens. Like, what the fuck? You feel me? Like, based on how things are already going, like, yeah, it's not looking good for Buddy. But moving along, we go ahead and we see Higurashi's point of view, and he like, what the fuck? I done ran into these motherfuckers. I can't stand their ass. And they always having so much fun, looking like they smiling and gleeful. I'm just hateful and full of spite, goofy ass. Then we see him with that gleeful look in his eye. He got that devious look. You know what I'm talking about? Straight ready to cause mayhem. Later that night, we see a conversation that develops between Akira and his father, where they basically get to like having a little sippy sip. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you out there with your pop, you like, hey pops, like I'm trying to get shit. You trying to drink with me? Can I drink with you? Yeah, come on over here and sit down, son. Let's get to conversating to something. You know what I'm talking about? Before you know it, they get to passing that sake back and forth, round and round. And he get to noticing certain features about his pops, like he getting older, he got more gray hair, like all type of little shit, little details you start to notice about your parents. Then we kind of see Akira where he get to saying, you know, some things leading towards like him wanting to stay in the village, and he know it's a big field and they could use some help, and he know his mama could really use some help around there, and all type of stuff like this. But then his pop basically cut him off, and he like, nah, like you got to have a dream. You got to follow the biggest dream you can. But then he ended up like cutting him off too. Like, nah, you nothing but a farmer. Like, like on some hateful shit. Like, what the fuck? You ain't had to say that, Akira. But after this, we basically see him like, you know, realizing I shouldn't have said that shit. And then he basically get to asking his pops, like, what would you want to be like when you grew up? Like, what did you want to be? And his father get to telling him like he wanted to go to space. Then his pops get to explaining like, you know, the village is to Tokyo as that's how it feels for him to be like the where he wanted to be in like space looking down on Earth, like so he can understand how Akira wanted to get out type shit. So, and then he basically goes on to say he wanted to be an astronaut, which of course by now you know that's what he wanted to be. But you know, Akira, he left in awe. You know what I'm talking about? The daddy basically like, shit, never sell yourself short, and just find the dream, the biggest one you can, and just maintain and try to see that bitch through. Then he get the ragging on his son basically about the hair. He like, nah, you don't look good with them dreads type shit. Yeah, he hating and shit, you know. Akira drip out though. But he ended up pouring more sake with his pops, and then they end up getting nice and blitzed, and then he just marked number 31 off his list, which is go home and spend time with his parents. Next thing we see though is we see this fat devious motherfucker with the braids. He grabbed some keys from a shed. 4 Eyes glasses bitch. She turned the breaker voltage up to the highest, and the bitch got a chainsaw of some kind. Then we see Higurashi and his little gang of miscreants move the construction equipment out the way, releasing the zombies, and that's marking number 37 off his list, which is fuck up society and basically turn everybody into a motherfucking zombie. This motherfucker's crazy if you haven't realized. Like, Buddy is really fucking up the cha-cha. What kind of shit is he on? He over here talking about getting revenge on the normies, number 38. He marking off his list. He talking about everybody I hate. I'm turning everybody into a zombie. Straight plotting on Akira's downfall. Flips back while everybody getting drunk. They having a good time, and a motherfucker stumble off into the bushes to take a piss. He trying to get the pipe to leak. You feel me? When him and this old woman, they get to noticing some shit off. Everybody starting to notice at this point, and we hearing footsteps, gruntings, zombies, motherfucker. Like, you hear me? Then we see Akira and his dad. They get to running back to the village when they see shit. It's hordes of zombie flooding that motherfucker. Akira's dad say basically, you go. He got his mom. Go help your friends since they the ones that came with you and they been keeping it real with you this far. Like shit, go help them. Then they head off, and then we end up seeing Higurashi and his little group. They laughing and shit as they causing a whole panic amongst the people. Shizuka helping most of the old people into the house though, so they don't get killed off and messed up by the zombies. She almost got caught slipping though. She was almost zombie food, but old man protecting her. They pulling out rifles and they got blicks and they dome shot and shit. So they, even though she was slacking, they was packing that heat for the motherfucking zombies. Then we see Higurashi lighting up his SIDS with dynamite sticks. Like, what the fuck? Exploding shit. Fat boy with the braids. He letting off rounds in the air for no reason. Then we see Kensho at this point. He protecting Angie. They both get about to get A. Then B come through like a badass. And she slice and dice them up real quick. Then we see the group all meeting up together. Shizuka, she letting everybody know, like, we got to get everybody up out of here. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Not knowing that the voltage been turned up high. Kensho grab that shit and you already know what happened. He get electrified. Like Shizuka ended up plaking his ass with the big ass wood to get him up off the fence. But between this and B basically figuring out that the voltage is so high, they basically get to putting 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s together and finding out, okay, they got the electric fences turned up super high. The zombies is up in here. They trying to trap us to kill us, basically. They done trapped us all in here to die like a motherfucker. Like, yeah, it's terrible. Then we see Higurashi appears and he get to calling out the Kensho and the Akira, and they noticing these motherfucking zombies is right behind them. They leading them around like, but by this point they should have already known. Like, it's obviously right in front of you. Like, y'all niggas got to be smoking that good pack, because there's no fucking way you did not know that the evil hating ass side dude with them side eyes earlier smoking that cigarette pack was not the one causing damage trying to kill everybody in the whole town. There's no way you couldn't have known that, Akira and Kensho. There's just no way. But they putting it all together now, and they basically like, y'all the motherfuckers that did this shit. Higurashi looking like a straight deviant. He like, fuck yeah, we did. We got the zombies ready to eat y'all. Y'all finna be zombie food, nachos and tacos, burgers and shit. Yeah. We're going to all be zombies anyway. It's going to be a shame if we don't get to do what we want before then. Then Akira get to noticing that little book he got. It looked just like the book he got, except, you know, a boy ain't got no good energy. Like, he got straight bad energy, like bad juju type stuff. You feel me? He done made a whole list of some fucked up shit and steadily marking them off the list. He basically telling Akira, like, he'd love to see him turn into a zombie. They like, what the fuck did we do to you? And he get to explain it. I've been hating y'all since day one, since I laid my eyes on y'all. I've been hating with my treacherous eyes. Yeah, I don't know. Dude getting paid a whole lot of money in zeros, motherfucking change and hairs in pocket and through the wind. Cause ain't no way in hell that you could be hating that much and ain't getting paid for it. There's just no way. Enjoying life every day. I couldn't help but be a hating asshole. It's in my DNA. Say, and it's finna be my last summer break. I might as well enjoy this shit. Then Akira say something unexpected. He basically like, you know, I get it. I'm trying to do that too, but if you're gonna do this shit, you got to go about it in the right way. Everybody else freedom matters. Then he pull his book out and let this motherfucker know, look here, we different, player. What you writing up in there, it ain't the same thing I'm writing up in here. So I can't go against my code and let you get yours off and I don't get mine. You feel me? Then he goes on to say he can't repay his parents and do whatever he said, then he'd rather be turned into a zombie. Then motherfucker Higurashi, he like, yeah, that's what I want to hear, peon, saying it's finna be a competition between the two of them, like to see who gonna win first. As they preparing their next move, Angie take off looking for the dog Charo. B heading towards the water wheel to try to shut down the power and shit. Akira say he finna go repay his parents, and Suzuka say they all need to meet back up at the suspension bridge. She basically finna go help the people. And yeah, once the power's out, they need to meet back up at the suspension bridge. And Kensho head after Angie and bump fist with Akira and say we all gonna make it up out of this piece. Like, you feel me? Don't even worry about it, player. And as they head off, Glasses bitch, she take off after B to stop her. Higurashi say, y'all go have fun however way y'all want. And that's how the episode ends. Now, this is what I got to say as far as my comments on things. The episode was fire. I give it a smooth 7.5, 8 out of 10. It's leading into something nice. I enjoyed this motherfucker a lot. We definitely had to wait a bit to get this episode. Referring to the sub, waiting until the December 25th and everything like that. But they've already put the dub out for it. So if you catching this now, you can go watch the dub episode and then come back and watch my review, or vice versa, however which way you're going to do it. But anyway, back to what I was saying is, we had to wait a bit for this to come out, but truly my favorite part of this was Akira getting them dreads though. That shit was cool as fuck, and his pops getting a drink with him or whatever like that, because that remind me of just how things could be in your family and how every family's different or whatever, but how you know what I'm talking about, you could still connect and see how you and the character resemble in certain little ways and things like that. But yeah, this was definitely a good episode. Just wasn't a lot of action like that in it, but yeah, I'm gonna rank it like I said, 7.5, 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10, somewhere in between there. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section how you were rated, your favorite part of this episode. If you resonated with the episode like I did, I don't know. Yeah, let me know your favorite part of this review. And as always, one love, two peace, and we out. Till the next time, you dig, for sure.